Minnesota Vikings caught lightning in a bottle, landing Justin freaking Jefferson at the back end of the first round in 2020. He's quickly become the best wide receiver in the National Football League, and through 3 seasons, he is eligible to get paid. And the Vikings need to do whatever it takes to ink up Jefferson long term. He is the reigning defending offensive player of the year, and that's probably the best that a wide receiver can do since, like we said, it's a bias-ass quarterback and running back award. He also was an MVP finalist because they did ranked choice voting this year, so that's pretty damn impressive. And Jefferson, it's amazing, man. He got 2/3 of the Triple Crown, led the NFL in catches and receiving yards, set franchise records in both categories, which is pretty impressive when you're on a franchise that had Chris Carter and Randy Moss back in the day. Led the NFL in yak, so he's making big-time plays, and also that's even more impressive considering the amount of double and triple teams that he faced. Led the NFL in 20-plus yard catches, led the NFL in first downs, the aforementioned Offensive Player of the Year, as well as he has the most receiving yards through 3 seasons, as well as most 100-yard games through 3 seasons, and actually, he has the record at 24 through 4 seasons, which is set by Randy Moss, which is pretty damn impressive. And I don't care at this point. Make him the GM, fire Kwesi, or have Kwesi be assistant to the regional general manager, Justin Jefferson. Whatever it takes to keep him in purple, just do it. Get it done. And Tom Pelissero was on the Pat McAfee Show talking about what could go down, and this is sort of like a LDO, like duh, obviously, but when the insider of insiders, Pelissero, talks, it makes sense here. Quote, so I would totally anticipate the Vikings at some point in the relatively near future approach Justin Jefferson about big time money, but I would be surprised at this point if that contract doesn't have a 3 in the front of it in average per year. And looking at the wide receiver contract right now, 3, the only wide receiver making 3, followed by a whole bunch of zeros, is Tyreek Hill. So he signed a 4-year, $120 million deal with the Dolphins. I think that is the starting point. That is the jumping off point. And it's very important to note, too, Jefferson's only 23. And we pointed this out before, that Tyreek, Devontae, DeAndre Hopkins, and Cooper Kupp, the 4 receivers who have the 4 largest contracts by average right now. All those contracts were signed when they're 28 years old plus. All right, so they were onto their 3rd deal at that point. So I think Jefferson, I mean, obviously it starts at 30. If it went up to 35, honestly, I would not be mad at this point, because the cap keeps going up and up and up, and eventually you're going to move on for Kirk Cousins. Kwesi and Brzezinski can do some cap gymnastics, so everything is going to be all good. And right now, Jefferson, they picked up his 5th-year option. So he's due to earn $19.743 million in 2024, which is fully guaranteed, but I do expect the Vikings to work something out potentially as soon as this offseason. Kevin O'Connell had he talked with Florio where he's talking about how there's no timetable on it. I think that the Vikings, it would behoove them to make it happen sooner than later, because say the floor now is $30 million per year, but if he has another MVP caliber, Offensive Player of the Year caliber season, which he's certainly capable of, I think that number goes up to 35 pretty easily. So yeah, it's almost like you want to extend him now to save a couple of bucks. And Spot Rack estimates his average annual salary $26.7 million per year. Not going to happen. No. Like, I fully agree with Pelissero in this spot. This is going to start with a 3. It may follow with a 2 or a 3 as well. So at the end of the day, I don't care. You honestly have the best wide receiver in the National Football League, and an offense that is tailor-made for him. You have a fantastic running mate in Jordan Addison. You have a great tight end in TJ Hawkinson. Hopefully you can keep him long-term. And Jefferson, hey, guess what? With Addison and TJ in the mix, he's going to be facing a lot fewer double and triple teams. So Jefferson getting more single coverage love. Woo! Bring on the Triple Crown. Bring on JJ2K, and let's get it going, man. Let's go. But your thoughts are thoughts. Tom Pelissero thinking that Jefferson's extension is going to be $30+ million per year. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts and his thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.